If you are tired of working hard for money and feel like there has just got to be a better way, well done. You are paying attention to the part of you that knows that money can come your way effortlessly, the part of you that knows that you are not here to suffer. Attracting money effortlessly begins at the level of consciousness, at the level of thoughts and emotions. The thoughts and emotions you have on the subject of money and wealth and prosperity and abundance. Your money situation is the manifestation of the thoughts and emotions you have on the subject of money. If you are used to thinking that you think what you think about money because of your money situation, it's time to flip that thought. Not because you are at fault or because you are to blame, but because you are intentional and deliberate and powerful. Blame and being at fault are just words that put a negative emphasis on the idea of responsibility. Be joyfully responsible for your money situation, whatever it may currently be. How do you become joyfully responsible for your money situation? Recognize that you are the cause, the creator. You are the designer of your circumstances, including your financial circumstances. Acknowledge it without blame, without shame or guilt or resentment or disappointment or despair or regret about what would, should, or could have been. Be amused. Amusement and joy share the same energy. Amusement does not mean cynicism or sarcasm. Be light, be light-hearted. Even if your situation is out of hand, absurd, find some way to be amused about it, about how absurd life can be. If you panic, let it pass and find some way to be amused about that, about the fact that you panicked. It's easy to be amused when you enjoy a huge windfall, and you can be just as amused in the face of adverse financial circumstances. Being serious and dour is a choice. When you allow an unwanted situation to bother you, to disappoint or anger or sadden you, you are essentially making it the cause of your mood. You are blaming it, basically. And when you feel blameful, you put yourself on the same frequency of energy as shame and guilt and regret and resentment and frustration, all of which are optional, not necessary. Not wrong, simply unnecessary. Your situation will improve even if you don't see how, even if it seems impossible. Getting bent out of shape and losing your mind over the fact that you do not see a solution is optional. Another option is to surrender your negative thoughts, to allow yourself to trust in the inevitable arrival of better circumstances. And in the meantime, to detach, to remain relaxed regardless of what is happening, to remain happy regardless of what is happening, or at least neutral. Things are always in flux. Change is constant. You can get meta, zoom out, and take a super broad perspective. Remove yourself somewhat. Put some distance between yourself and all of the stuff that is quote unquote happening. Seeing your life as a diorama is one way to visualize this. See yourself as a miniature figurine in that diorama. Everything that is big and scary, you are now bigger than all of them. That's how broad your perspective is. You are outside of all of it, beyond all of it, watching from a safe space. Whatever it is that is quote unquote happening to you is happening to that little figurine, and you are far removed from all of it, just observing it all from a distance, as if it is happening to someone else, as if it were a piece of art, like a movie or a play. The characters on camera or on the stage are playing a part in the telling of a story, and nobody is actually hurt in the performance, nor is anyone at any risk of being hurt. It's just a performance. You can relax, just as you do as the viewer of a movie in which characters die. You can be interested in what is happening without being blameful or in any genuine fear. You can take interest in what is happening in a relaxed mood, in other words. So let's say life forces you to affirm unwanted things like, I have X dollars, but I want Y dollars. You are forced to affirm them because every time you go to the bank to withdraw cash, your balance is revealed to you right there on the screen. Or you have to do your tax returns, and it's not like you can lie about your income. Well, you could, but you probably don't want to. When it comes to manifesting desired outcomes, the point isn't that you shouldn't affirm unwanted things, but that whatever you affirm, whatever you observe, you do so without defining it as unwanted, without pushing against it and making it wrong, in other words. Nothing is permanent, and you can accept things as the impermanent manifestations that they are. They will pass. Who will you be when you enter the better chapters of your life? Never mind how you will get there. Imagine your improved circumstances. See it and feel it in your mind's eye. You will still do many of the things you do today, like eating, sleeping, and walking. You can do the things you do as a poor person, and you can do the things you do as a rich person. You can eat, sleep, and walk as a miserable, unfulfilled person, and you can eat, sleep, and walk as one who is happy and fulfilled. The difference is in your mood. The difference is in the way you feel, in your emotions. Practice doing those simple, mundane things as a rich person. How does a rich person eat an apple? How does a rich person sleep? How does a rich person walk up and down a flight of stairs? This isn't about how much that apple or the bed you sleep on costs or where that flight of stairs is located. It's about the way you carry yourself, how relaxed and free from concern you feel. You can practice feeling that way now. You can practice being unbothered. You can practice feeling peaceful. Occupy yourself with being peaceful, whatever it is you do. When you are used to being peaceful and free from concern, you will be used to attracting money peacefully without stress. If you want to attract money without working hard and doing things you hate, be willing to relax and do things you love. People who are not used to enjoying themselves do not allow themselves to enjoy easy money, even if they do happen to strike it rich. When they don't have money, they worry about not having money. And when they do have money, they worry about failing to maintain their newfound wealth, because their identity when it comes to the subject of money is one that is insecure. That is who they are when it comes to money, someone who is worried. You have a fresh opportunity every moment of every day to assume the consciousness of someone who is secure and content about the money that you have, however much money that might be. You have the option of assuming the identity of someone who is rich. It has nothing to do with how much money you currently have, and everything to do with the way you feel, which has to do with the thoughts you think and the things you imagine about yourself and the world at large. Instead of my financial circumstances are such and I do not approve, or I am a failure, start thinking my financial circumstances are such and I am moving into greater and greater security, greater and greater freedom and abundance, and I am a lucky person who enjoys extraordinary good luck, for whom things always work out somehow, for whom life itself conspires to please and impress. You do not have to lie to yourself. Being honest and desiring more do not not equal being unhappy. Just like being dishonest or fanciful do not equal being happy. How you feel is independent of conditions. How you feel is independent of what you say or do. You can be honest and unhappy, or you can be honest and happy. You choose how you feel because you are the feeler of your emotions. Your feelings are generated by you. Being rich is something you can do instantly because being rich is a feeling. Do whatever you do as the version of you who has all the money you desire. Start with mundane things. Sit on your chair as a rich person. Hold your pen as a rich person. Sign your name as the richest version of you. Walk down the street as the rich you. Take a piss or a massive dump as a rich person, because don't rich people pee and poo and wipe their ass? Make it simple, make it fun. The more fun you have, the sooner you will find yourself in the orbit of the quote-unquote actual money. It won't be difficult, it won't be stressful, and by the time it manifests, it will have become the next logical step. It won't feel like some big impossible thing. So if getting the money feels like some big impossible thing to you right now, congratulations. That's the universe telling you to take it easy and to stop trying so hard. The money will come. You don't have to worry. Find something to enjoy and practice enjoying yourself. Practice being used to living a life of ease and fulfillment. Practice existing peacefully. Practice not concerning yourself with things. What a price to pay. All you quote unquote have to do to manifest an easy life is to take it easy now, regardless of your so-called circumstances. The only question is, do you dare?